Week number 12, Make with Jae, chakra series. We are on the 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra. Its color is blue. I have lots of blue happening right now. I have blue pens. I have a blue book. I have a lot of blue going on right now. And the age where this opens is age 7 through 12. Who has some stuff that happened? Ages 7 through 12, like defining stuff. I mean, we all have defining stuff at all ages, but thinking back to, that's a pretty significant age range, I think. The pre-teen years and pre-puberty, right? For some of us. And so during this time, we start looking around and we start reasoning. We start trying to like figure it out. It's a very creative time because we're taking what we have seen in the world and then we're kind of adding our own flair to it. It's a time when we are becoming a little bit more independent from our families. So we're starting to individuate again. The 5th chakra's Sanskrit word is Visuddha, and it means purification. Its location is in the throat, like I said, and its central issue is communication. And so it's curious, in my opinion, if something happens during that time period where you are exploring the world, you're noticing things, you get shut down to ask questions and explore. I don't know if anyone had that, where adults were kind of like, no, this is the right answer. Do not ask questions. Don't question authority. Has that happened to anybody during ages 7 to 12? I feel like there's a lot, right? And so we're in this like push-pull of what in the world? I'm supposed to be here to be here fully and present and ask questions and find my place in this. And then if that was shut down or shamed or etc., then it might still be affecting us now. It might make us a little timid to speak our truth or to speak out. The orientation to self is self-expression, and the goals are clear communication, creativity, and resonance. And so when we think of it being our throat chakra, it doesn't just have to be about vocal expression. It can also be writing book, novel writing your autobiography. That's also a personal expression of self. The throat is just symbolic of communicating self. It can be these YouTube videos. It can be artwork that's created that's close to self and heart and authenticity that we want to put out into the world. The rights are to speak and to be heard. Raise your hand if you felt you could speak freely and be heard from ages 7 to 12. Really heard, really seen. The identity is creative. The demon is lies. So we think about communication as the central issue and self-expression when we have been told that we cannot vocalize ourselves, our inquiries, our thoughts, our stories. When that message has been told to us, then we are going to, out of protection for self as a child especially, but we still do this in adulthood, we are going to engage in some form of lying, portraying something that's not true to self, actually physically lying so that we can stay safe, so that we can feel that we are seen to a certain level, even though deep down inside, we know we might not be fully seen, because it's a survival skill. And unfortunately, those choices, those things that happen when we're younger, then become habit. And unless we are given an opportunity, or we grant ourselves the opportunity to freely express ourselves for who we really are, then we will continue to operate on some level with that coping mechanism of lying in order to be seen and be heard. It serves a purpose. It served a purpose. However, the goal is that it is authentic communication of self. And maybe an answer is, at least at some level, to find a community and a friend base where you feel safe being your authentic self. And then moving from that, you can expand that, knowing that you have a basis for support. The element is sound. Cool. If it's excessive, it is excessive talking, the inability to listen, and maybe even stuttering. If it is deficient, it's the fear of speaking, poor rhythm, aphasia. So these are kind of things to check in with yourself about this week. How is my communication? Am I lying on any level? To whom and why? And sometimes when we've done it for so long, we are kind of lying to ourselves. So how can we have that conversation with self around, is this habit serving me, my true self? Or do I need to change the way that I communicate with others? Do I need to change the way that I show up in the world? That is your task for this week. Of course, you can always find something blue, post it below. You can make a blue piece of artwork and just really think about this chakra, the throat, this area. Are there any ailments that you've had in this area? Why might that be? And I have a piece of artwork I made that I will post as well. It is an embroidery piece, which sewing is an interesting medium that I never thought I would enjoy, to be honest. But I did make a work around this chakra because I often feel that I have a deficiency. And actually making these videos is a really helpful tool for me to overcome the deficiency, to practice who I am, what I believe, and what I want to say out loud to the world, how I want to show up. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Post what you've made, post your thoughts, post something blue on Make with Jae, and also tag me on Live Told Heal. And I look forward to seeing you soon.